He is, in a way, the scarring on his face is also a scarring of the heart. And his obsession turns into a love for the character that Kate plays. The story of revenge becomes one that they both share. He's quite a wonderful character. He's phobic. He doesn't like dirt very much. Yet he's in this sort of dust bowl of a place. He's obsessed with women's teeth. Make sure that they're clean. He likes the teeth clean, and the character that Kate plays has very clean teeth. He likes that.
That's not just acting.
He's wonderfully colorful, but in a way his mask is covering up his scars, but the side of his face that is actually visible, for me, becomes the most grotesque. So he has many sort of facets, and he's quite a complex individual, finally.
Yeah, and as we also see in this segment, this is also a scene where we start pulling out the character played by Geoffrey Rush, who, of course, is not with us tonight, but is going to be constantly a presence tonight and through the movie clips, because he also is the narrator of the film. So what was it like working with Geoffrey? I mean, he clearly was a larger-than-life presence. How did he get involved, and what was the dynamic, I guess, with having him on board?
How are Geoffrey's teeth?
No,
he's not here.
Quite
so we
as
can
clean as I would wish them to be.
No, Geoffrey isn't here because he's actually rehearsing for a play in Australia, and he'll be opening soon there. And it was the coolest thing was Geoffrey came to the party because he is one of the great actors, and he's going to be nominated for the King's Speech, and he's probably going to win that. But we loved having him because, he's such a great actor. He just is so much fun to be with, and he embraced his character to the point of, I think for him it was like Falstaff, play the drunk who rises, and it was fun, but he wanted to play a cowboy. Kind of like Toy Story. No one had ever asked him to be a cowboy before, and everything else he said, but not a cowboy, so he came to the party.
And he actually originally almost ended up playing the Colonel, right? But he ended up,
He could have played, actually he was in before you, Kate. He could have, but
he pulled it off.
Yeah, he done something with it. The portrayal that he did and the fact that he narrates it, I mean, when you're starting the movie and there's this Western cool presence in the middle of that sword fight at the beginning, you're not in you're not in Kansas anymore. Or maybe you are.
Well, let's take another look at the movie. Actually, this next clip is something that will take us behind the scenes, look at some of the preparations that were required to bring some of this larger-than-life action to the screen. We'll go ahead and let that roll, and then we'll talk a little bit about what it took to make it happen. All right, a look behind the scenes. I'd like to say that looked like fun. It also looked incredibly painful. Let's talk about the preparations that, as actors, you had to go through to make this happen. I know, Dong Gun, you've done action films before. I mean, very clearly, you have a very fluid way about that. But for the other two of you, this is the first time, right? Or this kind of training, was it something that was new to you, or?
Yes, I suppose it was new to me, but in a way, it's like a ballet, like a dance. It's potentially dangerous, and we certainly got the odd bruise here and there, and kind of enjoyed working through that kind of hardship. It was fun, but also the choreography was just beautifully laid out for us, and in that sense, the film is just exquisite to look at. Yes, it's violence, but it's also kind of sublime, aesthetic, beautiful, and that's really what we tried to convey. I believe in the action sequences, and also to be able to spar with Kate was one of my big highlights in my career. And I pass the mic to you, Kate.